Okay. It's evil Connie. She's attacking us. Oh no.
Mm,
Alright. Maybe it was your Wi-Fi that died.
no,
Maybe I was
everything
fine.
else was good. My OBS was fine. My OBS just lagged out. If my Wi-Fi died, my other things would have crashed for sure. But no.
Check. I hope I hope Connie's now on stream with Krita. It's very annoying to use the display capture. So I can't tell what the fuck's going on with like Connie's little Fugi. I have no clue what she's doing.
You have no clue what I'm doing?
Well, I just shifted like my Discord Fugi because I put the group Fugi like hidden in case like Alex or Yeridin joins because they have special Fugis, right? So I just shifted that up so you should be on stream, but I have no idea how large you are or like how tall. Because every time I look over at my OBS, it just copies the OBS over and over, and I can't see the end of it. Also, keep in mind that I'm fairly slow at art because I use a mouse, so I have to use weighted or stabilized brushes, and it takes me a moment to even do like one clear line. But
Yeah,
for
take
now,
your
while we
time.
wait for Connie to restart chat, let's just try
My
making
stream's already up again. It's
Whoa, Connie's
been
stream. Hi,
up for a
Connie's stream.
while.
Oh no, I accidentally didn't refresh the screen when Connie was there. Oh dear. God damn it, I keep pressing OBS. I miss him usually. Alright, let's see. We make...
Do you have a particular pose that you wanted to try to work on?
Not exactly. Wait, hang on 1 second, I have to scroll through my, like, personal... Excuse me, I have to scroll through my personal files live on stream for Mr. Mush. I mean, I
Congrats
could
on first
try...
S.
You know that artwork, Alex? I don't know if you were there, actually. It might have just done it on his own. But you know that artwork that Alex made of me, Yeri, and himself underneath that tree?
Yeah.
I kind of want to make that one again. Or like
Make,
my version of that one. Actually, did you
um,
see the first artwork I made of like Alex?
no.
I see. I should. One moment. I I have it somewhere in here. I know I do because I sent it to Alex. Here we are. I called it the Alex Abomination because it's an abomination. It's on my
Did you
stream if you...
Oh, it's on your stream.
Yeah, I don't I want to limit how many things I open because you know display capture. It's one interesting thing is
Yeah, it's not
yeah, it's
bad.
me. I noticed that my lines are actually smoother than Alex's because I can only draw in weighted and stabilizer, so I can only draw a singular line.
Yeah, that's a difference. You won't have the freedom of making uh as many lines and having the more. I think that's the biggest problem that you're gonna have. I mean, I can't really help you there. You won't be able to have like much freedom with kind of making gesture drawings, or kind of not really like um or kind of like having the
Yeah,
freedom to do that type of stuff.
Alright, so then I think I finally have a head that's to a scale. So you go here, then you. Yeah, it sucks, but I don't know if I can do much really.
Yeah.
It's just a side of my poverty. Cannot afford drawing tablets. How does Connie? What's it? Oh, Connie doesn't have that. Okay. Is it then a circle where the shoulder would be?
Oh yeah, every joint is like a circle.
Okay, focus. And hands are also a circle, right?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Cool, cool, cool.
I have to make it another way. Mm.
Oh, and there we have it, chat. I drew papyrus. I think I missed. Doesn't the stomach have a circle on it or something?
Yeah, in the middle.
Oh, right. I just opened OBS again. Hmm. We're just gonna. Oh, they're one nice things. I get to be really accurate whenever I erase things. Preparing for karaoke.
I'm just humming right now. It'll be fun. Are you working on a particular pose?
I just did it with his arms crossed because I thought it would be funny,
Okay.
and I didn't want to begin with what Alex's art pose was like because it doesn't have the full body, you know. Alex's artwork only has his upper half. And I could try it in a different layer. Okay, so here's the body that I created. I call it Papyrus, except he's fat.
Okay. I see. Um,
I don't.
that's, I will say it's not like the way that you did the proportions are a little off with how you, there's not really supposed to be
Yeah.
a line in the middle. It's just supposed to be like a giant like
Uh,
joint in the middle there to show you like kind of directionally which way a person is kind of facing.
oh, I see. Yeah. I might have forgotten.
That's okay.
Yeah, memory loss. Oh no.
But you can kind of then afterwards, what you kind of do is you kind of use it as a guide to help you follow the proportions of what you need for a person's body
Oh, I see. So it's like, yeah, okay, that makes more sense.
in a way.
Mm. I do actually have goals. What were my goals for art? I think it was number one, remaking this artwork with Alex. Number two, drawing Bird on my own. And number three, drawing Alex a bunch of emotes.
You don't want to
And
do the Alex emotes. He's not gonna use them. He'll probably never use them.
oh, he'll use them if I make them.
I don't think so. I think the only time
It's the
he's
funny
talked
thing.
about emotes was asking one particular person to draw him. He even asked me
Yeah,
to
but
draw
like
him, which is
like honey, you have to understand the way to get to Alex is literally just to dangle your friendship in front of him. He'll do something if his friends make it. He'll use emotes if his friend makes it for him. I don't want to sound like I'm being like cruel to Alex. I'm just saying that he would genuinely use the emotes if I make them because you know we're friends.
yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not worried about him like rejecting them and going, "Oh, this is awful. Olive, you should die." Yeah, he wouldn't say that.
No, you wouldn't say that, but I'm not sure if he'll actually use them.
I feel like he would. I feel like that's an Alex original. Maybe he just likes me more. No. Okay, so we have to now connect the dots, right? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, use it as a guide to like make your body proportionate to everything.
Okay, so that's how that works, right? And then if I were to so you exist here, so if I remove you, okay. So I have to go wow, and I would just. All right, cool. All right, so that's how layers work. I just learned how layers work.
I mean, I don't know how Kita works, so I won't have any advice there. I've never used it.
Yeah, I got Krita because that was the only program I saw of a mouse tutorial, and I needed to learn how to use a mouse. So I just used whatever came first. All right. Hmm. I should change the color of this brush because I have no idea what color this is meant to be. Um, this brush shouldn't change color at all. But what what fucking color am I using? Let's try to figure out what the fuck I'm doing again. Okay, there we go.
I'll be honest, I don't know why I chose the brightest color in existence to make the sketch. I chose like the NCT green.
There we go.
I was
that
just in
works
the
better.
moment and I decided that the NCT green was going to be the best way to show off. That's a big head.
Ah. Okay. I'm just thinking, chat, because I have no idea what I'm doing.
You just do practice, just kind of sketch over it and figure out how. That's why I said a reference picture is important, because if like if you don't really know what you're drawing, then you're not gonna really have anything to like go off of.
Yeah, but I can't search for a reference picture right now. The stream's open. My bad. Okay, so just copying Connie. No, this is okay. Change it. Hmm. Doing Sans Papyrus might have been the more difficult option. Ah, the knees are facing each other. No, it looks like he's scared. Oh no. So at what point do I charge like $300 a piece exactly?
Um, I mean, it's your own call. Did you know that? It's all up to artists to decide their prices. So at any
Ah,
point, technically.
capitalism.
No, it's just valuing your art. You gotta have to figure out what you think your art's worth.
Okay, so we somewhat have a human form, I think.
This is too close.
I just need to work out how to do hands because he's sitting cross-armed and I don't actually know which arm's going over which. This arm's going over that arm. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to do fingers specifically. I think I might struggle with that forever because, you know.
I think the brush you're using is definitely too big. It doesn't help.
Well, it. I just mean like the brush is extremely slow.
Yeah, but also it doesn't help that you're using a giant brush, so you're not gonna
Oh,
be.
this
I don't
brush
know
is.
what figure.
Well,
Yeah, you probably want to change the
yeah.
size of the brush. Well, I mean, you can't. You're
Okay.
already doing thick line art. You might as well stick with it. I would
Oh,
suggest like
a man, but like terribly done. Man, you know who this looks like?
I don't know.
Your your mama.
I see I have a child in the call.
It's fun. Man, I like how I did the arm so that the non-Euclidean. Alright, chat. We're gonna redo this part, I think. Let's increase our brush to gigantuan levels and delete everything. We need a restart. We'll make the brush slightly smaller so that it's easier, methinks. There's a little bit more room for error. Okay, so we can't do that section yet because we need this section. Alright, we're redrawing Papyrus's mitts, chat. We're fixing his non-Euclidean hands.
Whoops. I'm mute here. I want to start working on like um here. I got a bunch of reference pictures. Actually, there was another one that I wanted to kind of sketch out, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to find. I do have this hand reference, but maybe hands will be too much right now. So just basic
Surprised
anatomy.
that I can stop drawing midway through and then come back and it looks like nothing even happened.
Are you telling me?
Yeah, well, I don't have anything else to
Or are
say.
you telling Chad?
I'm telling both. I don't think anyone's in my stream right now. Oh, okay. What size brush do you normally use, Connie?
It depends. Just whatever I have there, 10 usually, maybe. It just
Oh,
depends
yeah.
on the
Yeah.
purpose that you need. I think it's because
Alright.
like,
We've yet again redrawn the wonky man. He's full of wonkiness. So what do you do after like the first one? Do you just keep doing it?
yeah, it's all about practicing for proportions, like figuring things out. Uh, like that's the only way for you to like get down anatomy is just to practice drawing different poses and you know being able to to like get down like different proportions. I would not
I
say like
see.
don't try something too hard, but yeah.
Let me 1 second, chat. Let me just hide you. I could try tracing over the Alex thing to get his proportions at the very least.
Yeah, you could start off with tracing. That always works, but you know,
At least I think Alex's art is proportional. It looks proportional. A bit small though. I think this is an appropriate thickness to try and forcefully. So if we go by Alex's head, it sort of looks like this, and then it goes by. This goes straight down into the collar. Okay, that's interesting. And then he's a bit wonky actually, but it should be something like from here and then from here he has more of a slope and he has very hard angles, which you can't really do without dropping. Sort of goes down, he goes over and then goes to his arm. Yeah, so it appears like I don't know what brush Alex used exactly, but the general proportion seems to be 4 point something on Krita.
you probably want to make it smaller than that.
It's just the brush that Alex used, so I'm just trying to keep the
Oh
proportion.
no, I was just saying if you just make it even because he used a pretty small brush there. It seems like I'm not sure, and maybe he was using a sketch brush there.
Probably, it does seem quite scratchy. And he has these tiny baby hands, because he's tiny baby hand Alex. There should actually be something around. I don't know, if his hand did that, then it should be like around.
As you can see, for this pose right here, it's a very interesting one. Very dynamic pose. It'd be hard to draw this. Kind of making a block map of this pose would helps a lot see how the pose is supposed to look.
Oh, that's way too large. I mean, I guess it sort of directly cuts up, but there should be something a lot more like from here. Okay, so behind Alex out of J, we have a sort of body. Top of his head was hidden by Yeri. Okay. So now that we have this, I don't know what to do next, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, chat. I swear. How many heads should this be, in theory? About 2. 2 or 3 heads. So. Oh, okay, if I just make it the... Actually, we'll create yet another layer. No, yes, we will. Okay, we'll put it here. We'll put this on this layer.
A lot of what I'm teaching you, I don't think you'll be able to do, because I know your brushes are on full stabilization. But if you ever do want to, like, I guess, practice more, like, I guess, on paper, you would be able to kind of do what I'm saying versus actually, like, having, you know...
I use weighted. That's fast, though. But I can't use basic, because then it would... What the fuck is my brush? What? Okay. Here it is. Alright. So we just
I'm gonna mute real quick. But yeah, as you can see with this pose at the very least, it's very dynamic. I really like blocking a lot, especially like sometimes I have to use it with poses that are really hard, but you can always, I would suggest practicing with blocking. First, like blocking out over the picture, and then right next to it, try drawing it again without the picture. It really does help a lot. But I'm just gonna stick with this sketch for now and kind of make something out of it, you know? Let's turn down the layer real quick for this. It's too much. Let's see if we can do something. I don't know if I'll be able to make anything here, but we can try.
It's only the top half of Alex that I have to draw, which is good enough. And then we'll draw his torso, and it's facing that way. And his arm is very simple. It's
pretty good, actually. You have first over there.
Arm goes like this, and then his arm goes like this. And we're ignoring Gary and me because that's a whole other complex. How does his arm go? So it goes sort of like down here, and then it comes around.
I remember his picture. I mean, you can always do your own version of it. Just you have to follow it to a T.
I know. I'm just doing the posing for it because well, not following it to a T.
Yeah, which is fine.
You have to follow something.
In fact, like the proportions that you have there are pretty decent, probably because of the perspective of it.
Oh. Thank you. All right, we must now learn how to. All right.
Sorry,
Let
I
me just
would
double
show you
check
guys
it's
what he's
correct.
doing, but
It
it's
is
kind of hard.
correct. All
You
right.
can go look at his stream if you'd like. I'm probably gonna make myself in this pose here. It might be a little bit hard because, or easier. We'll have to see because my dress will. Because this pose here, as you can see, is just like a like sitting down pose. And I guess I could kind of cover everything with just like
Neck has
having
a
a
very sharp
my
chin
frilly
as well,
dress there,
and
and then have my
it's
hands
also in
maybe on top
character. I
right
don't know how
there.
sharp
We'll
his
have to
chin is.
see.
It's something I didn't pay attention to. I think the hardest
Oh,
part
we'll
about
try to make
Alex
ourselves there.
is that he doesn't have a nose.
Why is that the hardest part?
Specifically for the artwork you saw, I was using a Celtic technique of drawing the eyebrows, which has the eyebrows going into the nose, but Alex didn't have a nose, so I just
Thank you for
didn't
the
know what to
hydrate.
do. Oh, I'll hydrate too. I just need a second to draw this. Oh, to draw this big head.
Yeah, you
I'll
probably
get.
can't really use the Celtic techniques there, but I mean, I guess you could draw a nose for him and just be a stylistic choice.
I don't think it would work. The noses I was using for was
You just got home. Finally found a new pair of
just
jeans.
sculpture.
New jeans.
Wow, it's so cool. It, whatever's going on there. Alex is facing. Oh,
Sorry, sleep. uh...
there's
Oh my
something on my
gosh,
nose.
that's of course.
Okay.
You know, there's different spectrums in this world when you hear new jeans, you know? uh... I kind of need to make more of a guideline for the middle of the face right here. And probably right here. If I had to guess where the eyes would be.
I don't think this is right. 1 second. It should be. Because then.
For neck, it kind of
Alex is facing
depends what
that
you're
way.
making. Like, if you're trying to go for more anime style, of course, the neck is going to be much smaller. If you're going for more proportionate, it's going to have, like, you know, be...
If you're a VTuber, you have to make sure the neck is really long.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. I'm just making this... well, I found this pose, and I'm making myself in this pose now.
I've noticed that after watching some VTubers, VTuber heads are sort of like bubble heads.
They are.
Kinda.
Well, that's what anime is. Most of the time.
A really large head and like a tiny neck that moves around. Okay. Now we just have to.
Yeah,
No, that neck's a bit thick.
if off stream, I would suggest practicing blocking. Just finding a bunch of different like real life poses of people, and then practice like kind of guiding and tracing. Not like necessarily tracing over, but like, you know, kind of making a guide over it and seeing how the proportions work.
Okay. That way, next time I can like call myself the master or something.
Yeah, sure. Unless you like practice like every single second, sure.
Ah, okay. I've heard hands are difficult to draw.
It depends on the person. I don't really enjoy them that much. I used to be okay with them because I drew them a lot for classes, but um, kind of out of
Let's just
practice
copy
now.
the trend. So how did Alex's fingers go? Because they were holding me. And I might as well do the funny finger pose. If I can do the funny finger. We're drawing a cube today. It looks a little bit like Alex is giving the finger, but, you know, it's how it's gonna have to be.
Just looks like a thumb pointing out.
Ah, good. Alright. Alright. This is the pose, I guess.
Guess.
Alright, this is the pose I declare. So what do I do after the pose? What do I do now? I can't like trace over it a million times.
Well, yeah,
In fact,
no,
I don't
but you could start
even if
if
I
you want to
could.
work on detailing like clothing and stuff. You can do that, unless you want to work on another anatomy pose.
Uh, it takes a while to. One second, I could just. Okay, it takes a while to get through a pose. It's not very fast and fluid.
Yeah, I think it's because the way you're doing it is not fast.
I
Maybe
don't know. The fast.
uh,
If I do basic, how would it actually go?
if you were to do it like how I basic. Well, because the way that you're supposed to do things isn't if you take a look at my stream in general with like let me close this off. You'd like to look at a
Hey, chat,
pose.
welcome to the Connie Watch Along.
Um, the way that you want to do it is not um like doing like very blocky. You can do it like that. It's like very quick, but I was just saying doing like general gestures and just doing it like very quickly is like the best way to like follow follow with how poses are supposed to be. Like very loose movements, you know, not really like trying to be precise about anything because you're just trying to get something down. But then afterwards, after you like figure everything out like, "Oh, wow, this goes here and this goes here and blah blah blah." And all that type of stuff, then you can be more precise with everything. And I think just practicing that with different poses, not being like too like precise with it is very important.
It's not
Because
that
if you're
I'm
always
being
worried,
precise.
if you're starting off with art and you're always worried about like, oh, am I doing this right? It's not gonna help you a lot. Just figuring out, hey, it's okay to make this mistake. Let me just keep going with this, even though I don't like it. I'm gonna keep going and just see where it takes me, and I can go back and fix it if it still looks bad, you know, that type of thing.
Hmm. I don't know. It's less that I oh, my brain shut down again. It's less that I want to be precise and more that I can't not be precise. If that makes sense.
Because of your brush.
Because, you know, yeah, the brush is extremely
Yeah.
slow, methodical. Yeah, might as well drop Annie in and see if we can anatomy Annie.
It might be a little bit hard with that one because her clothes are very loose, but you could try.
Hmm. Well,
Especially like
it's
when
not
you're
like I
looking
haven't
at
seen Annie's anatomy.
yeah, when you're looking at reference pictures of looser clothes, it's gonna be very different because you can't really see what's on like you know what the pose actually looks like underneath. But you can, I'm sure you can kind of
Hmm.
figure it out.
It, it's just the only Annie picture I had because I didn't want to put the other Annie picture onto my stream when I was doing the poem about her. I mean, you could try doing it with a basic brush. I just don't think it's gonna help because of how mouses are. Am I on the? Oh, I'm in a race. Why am I in a
Oh,
race?
whoops, it's this one.
Okay. What layer am I drawing on? 1 second. Okay. I think it's very luscious hair. Damn, I didn't recognize how lush her hair is. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to work with that one, chat.
Hmm.
And then I'd say, based on this, that her chest is about here. So something like that's a shoulder there. I'd say Annie's anatomy is fairly simple, actually. Because while it does have very loose fitting bits, it's also very easy to tell where her arms are. Like her shoulder should be theoretically somewhere about here. Meaning her elbow is about somewhere where her thing changes. And I think that's why it goes inwards here. Second ever class and I'm tracing fucking Annie. uh, I mean, thankfully we have world class artist Connison. Mm. What does those lines in the middle of the face mean? Is that like the middle of her nose and her eyes? Is it?
Basically to tell you where where your nose and your mouth would line up to.
Oh,
And
mount the
also like
eyes.
yeah, in general rule is like when you're drawing a face and you're working on trying to make it look like a normal human face. In general, people would start off with a circle if you don't have any reference, and then you draw the line where you would want them facing the direction that they look down. And about like halfway through the face is where the eyes would be, and then another like halfway down the face is like, oh, that's where the nose would be, and then the mouth would be like right here or something. And you get to make your face and stuff like that.
Oh, it does on the nose line as well. There's two. Okay, I've only ever drawn one.
Oh well, you don't have to draw for nose. Like in general, it helps a lot to keep everything exactly where you need it. Let me redo it. But because if you look with how faces are structured, especially with how eyes are about like wow, that's where did you put
Oh,
the was that for her nose?
She's... yeah, that's where her nose is.
Okay. Generally you do
Sorry,
it
let
for the
me...
eyes. That's the like main thing that you sketch out for it. But yeah, with faces, let's say it's like this or something. You'd have
Sunny's
your
face is
eye
very
line
low on
and
the head.
then you have your nose line. And you can do for the bottom of the lip line, but you don't necessarily have to.
Oh, there is an eye line. Okay.
There's always a line line. That's the main line.
Alright. Let me let me just Oh, okay.
Because the eyes are like
No need
central
to
to
move that.
your face. That's the main thing to that you look at.
Okay. So something like this then?
Yeah, and you don't have to necessarily. And there would be, and with VTubers, doesn't it sometimes can work, but uh,
Damn,
with
VTubers
with
have
real
really big
life,
foreheads.
not necessarily. Yeah, I think you just drew your proportions. You drew the back of the head very big.
Oh yeah, look where it goes.
Not
I
really.
drew it smaller than their
Usually,
actual
well,
hair.
bangs. Okay, no, that's not how really heads work. But
What do you mean?
this
I
is just a
have
whole
long
nother
hair. I know
lesson
full well
with
that.
cranial skulls. Do you want to? I could have you. This is just a whole nother lesson where you learn. You should learn how. You should look at how a skull looks and maybe draw it someday.
I mean, I will have to inevitably draw severed heads, but still, like I know how hair works because I have long hair.
Yeah, but with
This shouldn't
bangs
happen unless
too.
it's on the head.
With how bangs in general, where bangs line up, it would probably be way lower than where you have her head at. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but you the way that her bangs are, her
Have you shown me my
hairline would
right?
be much lower than that. Unless she has a big forehead, and it's just she doesn't have a toggle for her bangs, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. But I would guess it's not that large, though. You
I
just
think
drew a
Annie has
little
a
large.
ball toggle.
Well, a bald toggle is different than bangs up. Bald toggle is just all
Oh,
forehead
that's a good
because
point.
if you technically think about it, it's just all forehead at that point.
Okay. How do I obsessively? How do I fit? Who am I drawing in this? Even.
Hmm?
I guess, but this is the pose generally that Annie has in this picture that I took of her
Yeah, the
without
general
her
gist
knowing.
of it.
No, poggers. I think I just drew a line in this one. I don't think I even knew what the lines meant. I guess I'll draw another anatomy pose. Let me look through my that's a bird. I don't think we can draw a bird.
Yeah, that's a completely like different lesson. I mean, I guess you
Oh
could,
look,
but it
there's
just doesn't
Alex's
really
picture.
work. Yeah,
Okay, we can draw Alex. Why not? Is there a way to Alex is just the head.
well, I mean, then
Wait,
you can
yeah.
work on proportions of the face.
True, but he doesn't have a nose.
Well, you can figure it out then. Yeah, it's like it's not too hard.
It's still amusing to me when I first realized that Alex really just doesn't doesn't even have like a line or a speck. He just doesn't have a nose, period.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. I have to actually make my
So it's
handkerchief.
so it's a circle and then you add the chin, right?
Hmm?
It's a
Do
circle
you
and then
want me
you
to
add the
teach you how
chin.
to draw faces? Let me get this picture up again.
Uh sure. Let's
Maybe
see.
not that
I'd
picture. Let me
quickly
get a
do
new
this one.
pictures.
Let me just
Uh, uh.
Okay, that doesn't help me. Or we could just go.
We'll take this picture of Ungi. This works. Actually, a great example. Great pose, too. Maybe I'll sketch this one out, too. Okay.
I don't think Alex is gonna mind if
It'll
I
be a little bit hard
say
to
some
explain, but...
preference. Alright, we're watching Connie for this lesson, chat. Connie, watch along, let's go.
Okay. So, in general, if you have, like, a face here, you want to start off with a circle like this. And
Okay.
it kind of helps if you just draw, like, a line down the middle. I kind of have a guide here because I already am looking at the face, but I actually have to fix that a little bit. You usually want to make sure it's very much lined down the middle nose if you have like actual reference picture, but yeah. But then you can draw like kind of face lines on the side because you know that's how heads work. So now you have kind of like this here. But then you could kind of see already where the eye line pose would be. So you would have that there in the middle of the lines. And then you also usually have the nose line. And since it is a real person, you can also have the bottom of the lip line.
I have a proper proportioned nose.
Right here. So in general, that's how faces
Oh,
are.
it's the bottom of the lip, okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't work because that's just like a line for a mouth.
Yeah. It's the bottom of the lip. This is how real people look. And it's generally same rule of thumb when it goes to anime characters too. But usually you don't... I feel like a lot of people don't sketch the mouth line. They would sketch it a little bit higher for anime mouths. Because I feel like anime mouths are much closer to the nose in comparison to real people. In general, that's like a rule of thumb when you make them faces, to make them proportionate.
Okay, so remove this. So Alex's face should be something like.
And like another like real anatomy trick is like the eye, how big someone's eyes is. It's about the same from where your like nose and the top of your mouth will be. And the same thing for your like your chin, the bottom of your lip is the same like proportion of your eye part. So here, let me explain this. I was just erasing it, but basically this distance here is the same like it would be the same for all like three parts, like all the way down your face.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Eyes are used basically heads are used for measuring the whole body, and then eyes are usually used for measuring face proportions. And in general, like sometimes it's different because every face is different, but you get it.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. I think you're able to understand it.
My stupidity would surprise you. Ah, wow, that's... I really should have used a picture that had a nose. I can't install a picture right now. Okay, if we were to actually do it and not use Alex's face for a second, it would look something like... this, and then I would... then I would... and then I'd bring the chin down. Like this. Theoretically. Did I mention that I
like
can
that.
actually, like, do measurements in my
I, I
head.
I would suggest like doing the middle line first, so you know where your um chin would be.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Yeah.
So you do like a circle first, if you, circle, and
So
then
like
the
this.
line, and then you can sketch out like where you want your face would be and stuff like that.
Mm. But in my case, draw a singular line because it's the
I guess you
curses
can
of
only
having a
draw
mouth.
straightforward faces.
Well, it's easier to draw for now. Maybe one day I'll have a side face and be like, "Wow, Shamlik, you've broken the curse." Hmm. Chin is slightly cringe, but we shall deal with it. So something like this, right? Or am I doing it wrong? Oh, in chat, we need to like abduct Connie. She can't have any fun. We can't let her.
I would say, kind of, yeah, but I guess it's a little hard for you to do. Let me kind of sketch an example. I'll do a straight on face too. And you got the
The
V
amount of things left
chin.
alone can be extreme. Let's see.
My face is a little bit off,
Okay.
but it's okay. But then maybe not exactly where the circle is sometimes, just depending on how large you draw the face. But I would say just about halfway down the face is where the eyes go, like that. And you get the nose another half down that proportion, and then you can do the mouth there.
Oh, I see. Okay, that makes a bit more sense, yeah. Oh, fuck. In this case, I think that half down would be about here. He has a very large chin. Kind of looks like a caricature of
It's
Jakub.
still a little low for halfway, but oh, I guess it works.
Yeah, we'll try here instead then. We'll see. Kind of looks like he has metal plating on his head.
I'm gonna be right back.
Okay.
I'll be right back, chat. I'm back, chat. I'm back.
Hello. Welcome back, Connie. I've just been casually waiting a bit. Okay, so I made another head that I think is a bit more proportional.
Uh, okay. Let me check it out. Yeah, that's pretty decent.
Nice. Yeah, let's go. I also drew a nose line
You can
despite,
actually try drawing the features too. Maybe the lip line a little higher, but that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, his lips are actually quite a bit off his. I think his lip line should be where his nose is, actually.
Well, he's smirking there, he's smiling. And he has a... Alex's face is like a basically a circle compared to like an actual proportionate face. And I don't mean that as like an insult, it's just true. He has a very round face.
Yeah, true. Why not? Never mind. That should nice that actually. Um, how do I add details?
You can actually try drawing the face.
What? I just realized I forgot to draw a neck. Because that's like the other thing that's in this photo. This is neck. Alright. So now we begin drawing Alex's cute little face. Alright. Alex's eyes have a fucking line in them. It just occurred to me. They actually have a flat bottom. So it would look something like
Because he's
Smurf.
smiling in it. It's his smile line.
I think his eyes are always flat though.
Let me check real quick. I don't think so, but could be wrong.
I don't have other pictures of that. I just have that one of him smiling because I thought I think I was telling him how cute he was to mess with him at one point, and I just took out a picture and showed it to him. I was like, "Can you really argue that this isn't cute, Alex?" And I think he had to relent that the model is cute
He said the model is
in the
cute.
end.
They're not.
Well,
I guess
it
they're
is an
kind of flat,
objectively
but they're
cute
not.
model.
Like it's. They're anime eyes. I don't know what they're like. They're cartoon eyes. This is how it is. They're not like exactly flat, but I guess kind of. Yeah.
Man, I should figure out how to get money so I can buy a drawing tablet.
Not that expensive. If you get one of the blank swoons. I could look at the
Yeah,
one that I got. The other one that I have.
I just have no form of income. I think I mentioned it before, but I've not been having a lot of ease getting a job as of late.
Yeah, getting a job is always hard. How much was this for? This one was 35.
I
This,
think these
this
are a bit.
this one, actually, I don't. That one's kind of ugly. I guess you could get that one, but it's. Here's a $19 one even. Actually, I guess you have to find it in Australia because this is US. I don't know if it'll be available in Australia.
Yeah,
I'll
it
let you
might be,
search
but
for
even
that.
then, the shipping bit not worth it, you know.
Shipping always bad, I feel like, for you.
Sometimes it's free shipping and I can afford it, but I remember distinctly there was a bunch of books that are in my phone. You guys can go to my phone if you want. And I remember I had to like increase the price from like 35 to the 75 in order to cover shipping.
Yeah, that's how I usually heard. I swear that you guys just have the worst ports, apparently.
No, we're like 2 continents away, like from
No,
everyone.
but the
Plus,
thing is, I have a friend who orders stuff from Japan and Korea. And the shipping every time for her is worse than what I get in the US. Like, that's crazy. That shouldn't
Yeah, but
be
you're
how
in
it is.
America.
That doesn't matter. You guys are closer. How does that make sense?
It's America. Everyone does extra for America.
It's kind of true, but still, it's just, I feel like it's a little ridiculous. You think you guys just need more ports, apparently. Better ports.
I should have put the eyes lower.
I think it's just a
Maybe
Australian skill issue. Like, someone with the eyes, it is. Australian needs to step that up. Usually with the eye line, you put the eyes in the middle of the line. Because that's where it's supposed to line up to. That is a giant smile.
He's really happy. He's extremely happy.
Did you draw the face on another layer, by the way? Because I was gonna ask you, like, take the like, if you were to put a face around that, that's
No, he has. I don't do it. I'll redo it because one of the.
No, you don't have to redo it. It just it looks. It's just a weird. It's just I would never guess it was Alex. That's all.